What is up, ladies and fix that. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? So we are back with another one of our um, Twitch streams for our development process for Cat and Fiddle Games. My name is Kaltin Kirby, and I'm one of the producers working on the project. And the goal for today is to give you guys a look at what we are doing development-wise since our last update. So our last stream was about 3 weeks ago, where I was joined by Danny Powers and Caitlin McLaughlin, who are our two artists working on the project, where we showed off what they were doing and then had them play through the game a little bit, talk about their project. So today it's just going to be me. So I'm going to show you off some more art that those two have provided us. And I'm going to show you our expanded gymnasium that is far more interactive and bigger than it was the last time we showed you. So, really quick, I'm going to go to the art stuff first. So what are we? What we are is a 1 to 4 player cooperative game where players play curious creatures that use wacky abilities to solve puzzles and escape the lab. We're a team of 9 in total working on this project, and our goal is to be published by GDC 2020. So last time we showed you guys the two characters that we had in the game, the Stretchy Cat and the Spinning Turtle. Now I want to show you guys our next two characters. So our verbs that we're using for these characters, the first one is climb, which is what Caitlin has mainly been working on. And here are the silhouettes to kind of show what she is thinking in terms of the animal, in terms of how we want it to look. These are the two climbing. Oh, they are the two climbing. No, they're not. No, they are slightly different. They are very slightly different. So here's some of our climby boys. And then here are, and what's up, Pixel and Kinonai. So these two, by the way, Pixel Superhero and Kinonai are our two artists working on the project. And now here are our silhouettes that we have for our consume character. He's just a funky man at the top corner, and I love him. So this is our consume character. So the idea behind the consume character is he can go up to objects or other players and eat them and store them with him. What this does is it allows you to carry objects from place to place to place. So you'd be like, hey, I think I might need like this beaker later, and so you eat the beaker, and later you're like, oh, I use the beaker, and you vomit out all the things, grab the beaker, and place it where you need it to be. Going really quick back to the climb character, the idea behind him is he can climb on any surface. Well, not any surface. He can climb on select surfaces, so he's able to solve puzzles in a different way. So we're playing a lot with like geckos and stuff like that. Where here's our little consume guy. And then we also have our lined-in versions that aren't just silhouettes that Danny has been working on. So that's what we have to show you guys for the art for this week. But the thing I'm super excited about is to show you all what has been going on every other aspect of our development. So I'm going to pop in here and actually show you all how the game is looking right now. Okay. So a couple quick shoutouts. We have a gentleman by the name of Xander who is helping us do the music for this game. He's fantastic. So last time when we had this music, he got it to us in like 48 hours, and he's just kicking butt so far. So I'm really excited to see what he does with the overall feel of the game. So we already have our 1 to 4 players operational. I'm just going to be playing by myself today, but we have it so it's currently set up for local cooperative play. So play single player, and I'm going to show you guys the changes we've made to our original 2 characters, and I'll show you the 2 new ones. So with our cat, the biggest thing we have changed with the cat is we have changed the distance at which he can stretch. So before, he maybe could stretch a little bit about twice his length and then some, and now it's this. Now he is a very stretchy boy. Because the idea behind the cat is we wanted him to not only be able to solve puzzles like this for himself, where like normally, hey, I can't jump this far, right? We wanted him to be able to like create bridges that other players can go in. So if I walk up to this little ledge, and I go stretch, and then I grab it, now I'm stuck, right? I can stay here forever as long as I want, and people can now walk across the cat and get to the other side. So I'm actually going to let go for a second, grab one towards the top, and then for the cat getting across this puzzle, I can jump, and I go right to my head. So some things we've done to balance out the cat a little bit is if I stretch and I don't grab anything, there's actually a limit to how far he stretches, right? He can be used to climb in a sense, but as you will see, and we're still working on the camera, by the way, As you can see, it's going to get really awkward to be able to get up these things. Whee! Oh, did I die? I died. Reset. It's really awkward to get up things by yourself because of how long he gets. So next, the thing that I actually have discovered about the cat that I love, Slingshot Kitty, yep, that I love oh so much, is when you go up to these boxes, right? You're like, I don't like these boxes. Goodbye, boxes. This gives me a lot of joy that he just eats the boxes across the world. And some other functionality in this gym that we haven't seen the last time is this kind of like test your catching skills place. So we want to see, love the headbutt function, yep. So we wanted to see how hard it was to catch things as they were falling up and down, right? And test if it's too hard, so when we do our playtest, we know if this is actually a puzzle we want to use in the future. Works pretty well. Our team's done quite a good job with the interact button and the grabbing being quite, like, natural. We have these pressure plates that we've kind of expanded functionality on, so if I go over here and I grab a box, and I put this on the box, and I go grab another box, and I put this over here. And I go grab another box. Oh, I got rid of all the small ones, so that's gonna be annoying. Luckily, I only need one more, I think. Oh, that's a door. Come here, box. And, oh. Alright, let's see if I can test my own puzzle-solving skills here. Oh no, oh no, oh no. This is bad. I'm bad at this game. When I switch over to the next character, I'll show you this one a little bit easier, because I can use the smaller boxes that I didn't eat across the world. We're playing around with the function of what happens if our characters die by these little turret things. So right now it just resets us. Actually, does that reload the level? It does not. Okay. Just respawns. Perfect. So yeah, that's kind of what we've done with the cat, which has been a lot of fun to work with. So, really quick, I'm going to switch over to, because I don't have my controller with me, I have to play the game every time. We do have a way to switch characters, just not for mouse and keyboard. Oops, that's not what I apologize, guys. Just one moment. I lost my chat window, so I had to fix my chat window. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay. So if I go into here and I want to do, I'll show you guys Turtle. So this is actually the thing I've been the most excited to show. Our tech artist, his name is Spencer. And Spencer's been working on something quite special the last couple times, and which is creating our low poly model for our character and then rigging it so we can test out animations. And I absolutely adore the turtle, which is the first one he has worked on. So, turtle time. And I just absolutely love this. This just makes me incredibly happy. And he gets up, he does a little waggle. So Spencer has been kicking a lot of butt with this, about how this functions. So now that I've got these smaller boxes, I can also, he grabs it by the beak. I can go and probably do this puzzle now. Ah! Also, one other shout out I want to give is, Greg Moss is one of our other producers on this project. Oh, so that's just complete now. Woohoo! Greg Moss is one of the other producers on this project, and he is also our dedicated sound designer. So all the sound effects you've done have been Greg going through, finding these sound effects, editing them to be available for you guys to listen to. I think this is a work in progress puzzle too. But yeah, so the turtle, the big thing with the turtle is now he has his little animations. We can see how he functions, as well as the turrets now work. With, like, I can reflect these bullets any way I want, and they follow my camera, which is really, really cool. Okay, the next character I want to show you guys is the Consume character. The Consumer is quite a lot of fun Mainly because like the longer you take to play with him, the more fun he gets. Chat window back, perfect. So we currently don't have a model for him since he is right now being concepted out. The consumer is, like I said earlier, by Danny Powers. So the consume, a couple limitations with him is he can't hold on to objects like the other characters do. When he interacts, he actually eats them. So I can eat a bunch of these boxes. I'm gonna sit here and eat a bunch of these boxes. Yum. Let me down. I want down. Thank you. Hi, floating. Okay. So yeah, he eats a bunch of boxes, and then he's like, "Hey, I might need these," and he goes, he just spits them all out. So we had a video that was shot a couple weeks ago that we had one of our producers sit and eat round about 500 boxes, and then proceeded to then just spit them all out. And then it took him about 5 minutes of just spamming his mouse button to get all of them to go away. So some other things this guy can do is instead of having to like spit them out one by one, and also this follows your camera, is if you hold the mouse, you'll start spitting them out in chunks. So it's a little bit more. Oh, I only had 2 left. That wasn't a good showing. Let's fix that. Eat, eat, eat. So if I hold the mouse, after 2 seconds, he'll actually spit them out in like waves of 3, so I can like empty his stomach, right? And the other thing that's really fun about him is he can do this to other players. So if he walks up, oh, did I just? Nope. Okay. If he walks up to another player, he can eat them, and that character has to sit there and wait either until the character spits him out where he wants them to go, or we have an anti-griefing mechanic where the player can hit a button and force the spit. So this is our consume character. Like I said, Danny, if you're still in the chat, if you want to even talk a little bit about your ideas for him in terms of like animal inspiration, stuff like that, by all means, please go ahead. And then our last character that we're going with is our climber. Oh, I just lost my... Sorry about that, guys. I just lost my chat again. So weird. Why my internet is being weird about that. Thank you. Okay. And also, so like I said earlier, the climb character is being designed by... He's a teapot right now. Is being designed by Kaltin. So same thing, Caitlin. If you're in chat and you want to talk a little bit about the animal inspirations behind him, I don't know why he's a teapot right now, but, you know, whatever. So the climb character can walk up any surface. So these, like, larger boxes, you can go, hey, I want up here. And we're playing with this idea that he leaves this kind of, like, sticky goo behind him that other players can jump on and hold on to and interact with. And yeah, so, dogs, goats, pigs, frogs, rabbits, and toads. Nice. So this character can go straight up if he wants. Oh, hello, train. Or you can walk like on an arc along the walls. So the last thing I want to show you guys in terms of gameplay, before we wrap this up, is this area that our designer, Jim, has been working on. Because right now we have 4 basic puzzles in the game. Or solutions to puzzles, I should say. We have push a button to do a thing. So, for example, we have this door. Like, we have, like... That's the double door. Like, push a button, opens the door, right? We have these weight puzzles, where you put a certain amount of weight on something and it activates. We have gaps that you have to find a way across, like this guy right here. And then lastly, we have these turrets that you'll see right there in the distance. We may end up having more than that, but right now, those are the 4 main ones in which we are playing with. So, what we want to do, Climb is going to form into a lemur/gecko crossover after getting some exploration, including other animals like various monkeys, ended up looking too human-esque, and other lizards like chameleons. Very nice. So what Jim has been working on are these types of puzzles that every single character can solve, right? In their own unique way. So no matter what you want to do, if you want to play as the turtle, the cat, the climber, or the consumer, you can do that, right? There's no like hard locks behind the way you want to play. So we have our 9 3/4 platform, and the objective if I'm looking around, is to get 5 blocks on that weight pad over there. Okay. So a couple things I can look at is like, hey, press this button. You know. Once I get there. There we go. So I press the button. Some things you're gonna notice is, hey, look at that. The train stopped moving, and now I've got blocks spawning. Okay. So if I then grab this block, and then run up this wall and try to get. If you notice, by the way, the climber has that energy bar in the top left. So once you've run out of energy, you cannot climb anymore. So if I got this and I want to go, hey, get me up and over the train. Oh, I got hit by a block. All right, so hey, get me up and over the train. And this is also, by the way, guys, the reason why I'm like stopping like this. Our engineer, Byreeve, is working on getting that fixed because we want this character to be able to like climb up, and then if he hits the top, turn over. It's just not done yet. But that will be eventually the goal, right? So this character could potentially climb up and over the train and go and place the block on. To show you, like the cat can do one of two things. He can grab a box, stretch over, and drop the box, grab a box, stretch over, drop the box, stuff like that. Or the cat can put the box here and then launch it across the way like I was doing with those other blocks. And then like the turtle, we want to have areas like this where the turtle can break these little barriers, and obviously they'll be color-coded, and have a way that they can then get things over. So this is our very, very rudimentary test puzzle that we wanted to show across all 3. So that's more or less what I have for you guys today. It was a little bit shorter this time than last time, but I want to give you an update on about where we're at in the development process and where we want to be going forward. The objective is to end our alpha stage, or to achieve alpha stage by December 6th. That's when we're going to do our first public viewing. Bring back Ernest. Alright, I'll bring back Ernest. So one thing with our characters as well is we have given names to 2 of our characters. Ernest is our little turtle right here. Little spinny turtle, Bertle, as he's been called. And our cat's name is Arlo. Whether or not, or what our other names are, we haven't figured out yet. So, like I was saying, we want to get into our alpha by December. What's up, Rewant? Rewant, by the way, R3W4N7 in chat is our other producer / designer / whatever we need him to be. He's great. So the objective is by December 6th, I apologize, it's Friday, December 6th, is to be in alpha. So we're feature complete, and we're essentially just populating content after that. With the eventual goal to be published by GDC 2020, which is March 16th, I believe. So those are where we're at going forward. In terms of development streams coming up, if you want to keep your eye out, our next development streams is Cat and Fiddle Games is going to be this coming Friday, November 15th. I'm going to have somebody from the team, I'm not sure who yet, but I'll have somebody on the team with me. I'll have somebody on the team with me doing that stream and seeing where we're at. And also highlighting what they did. So, like, if it's Spencer, we'll talk about this rig and the animations and stuff he's doing. If it's Greg, we'll talk about the sound effects, stuff like that. Also, on the Thursday right preceding that, November 14th, we're going to have 2 of our mentors playing the game. One, they both stream the game, so you can catch their streams. One is Gabriel Olsen Art. Will be playing it, and the other one is Ashley_EAE. So they're both industry professionals now teaching at the EAE department at the University of Utah, who will be playing our game, giving us some feedback about what they want to see. Also, we will have, I know that you guys have seen this gymnasium for the last few times that we've shown it. You haven't really seen anything about what the actual game will be like. And we will have our tutorial areas for all the 4 characters that will go through each of the 4 basic puzzles. And how each of those characters uniquely interact with those puzzles will be playable by them on Thursday, and then again by us on Friday. After that, our next stream will most likely not be until we've released our alpha, because the following 2 weeks after that, which would be when our normal stream is Black Friday, so the day after Thanksgiving. So I don't know what our plans are for that at the moment. but we will keep you guys updated. So some things you can follow us on and keep in contact or keep updates about the development process is we are now on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All of them are as Cat and Fiddle Games. So you can follow us on all of those. Also, our website, catandfiddlegames.com, is up. It's not populated quite yet, but we'll be getting that website up and running here before next Friday. And that's also where you can catch all of our past broadcasts. We're going to be posting all of our videos there. We'll also be posting kind of an About Us section, so you can get to a little bit more about the team. Because right now, if you're not on the team or one of the people closely related to development, you've only met myself, Caitlin, and Danny. So this will be a way to have you guys meet Byreef, Louise, who are amazing engineers. I cannot rave enough about how incredible the job they've done, making my life as a producer so easy. Spencer, again, with this rig and animation that just made everybody laugh and giggle and just have sheer wonder when we had it out. Jim, who's our designer, who came up with all these mechanics for these characters, with the puzzles. He's also done incredible things with these level layouts. Yeah, I love those engineers. No kidding. Jim's done also just incredible design for our levels as a whole that you guys will be seeing here pretty soon. We've got Caitlin and Danny, like I said, who you guys have met, who are putting out all this art, really figuring out who these characters are, what they can do, their personalities, so we can start developing our game around that as well. And then they'll also be going into giving these characters some more life and color once we get to that stage of development. And then last but not least, my other two producers, Greg and Rewant. Rewant is, like I said earlier, is kind of doing everything that it's just like, hey, we need somebody to do this, and Rewant's always just on it immediately, saying, yep, I got this, He's been helping out Jim a bunch with design, kind of as a co-designer, when they have a bunch of conversations about, hey, what's going to work, what's not going to work, what about this. It's been really cool to watch them work. And then Greg, who I said has been providing all of these sound effects, and helping out with my production tasks as well. Like, this whole team has been just amazing to work with so far. I could not be happier. And then also somebody who we haven't seen on stream, and I would love to get him in eventually. Like I said earlier, Xander, who's our composer. So he made this track that you're hearing right now. Is going to be working with us with all these future little sound tracks that you'll see in the game. So thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Cat and Fiddle Games appreciates you. Like I said, our next development update will be next Friday, the 15th. We haven't set a time yet. Keep an eye out on our social media. We'll definitely be posting there as soon as we have a schedule about who's going to be on the stream, what we're going to talk about, and when it will be. And I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are around the globe. And we'll see you next time.